You're born into the last true nomadic culture on Earth, which sounds like a National Geographic documentary, until you realize it's more like a livestock inventory with extra steps. Your husband can offer you to strangers for hospitality, for tradition. Your consent isn't required. It's not even part of the paperwork. Your input isn't requested. Your feelings aren't relevant. You're not a person with rights. You're a Netflix subscription he can share with guests. A womb with horse riding skills. Livestock management with opinions nobody asked for. A resource to be allocated based on who needs what, when. Welcome to being a Mongolian woman, where cultural heritage is code for your autonomy never existed. And here's what hospitality actually looks like. A male traveler arrives at midnight. Your husband tells you, not asks, tells, to lie next to him for warmth. The step is minus 40 degrees Celsius. Body heat keeps people alive. Nobody asked you. Nobody checked. You're expected to comply because guest from heaven ranks higher than you being a person. This still happens in remote communities. Every time someone romanticizes ancient customs, this is what they mean. Anthropologists call this fascinating cultural heritage. You call it a normal Tuesday. And this starts early. You're born in a gar, a circular tent that your family moves every few months. No permanent address, no stability, just endless relocation because nomadic life waits for no one. By age 5, you're riding horses alone across the steppe, 30 kilometers, in minus 30-degree weather, to fetch water that might not even be there when you arrive. Your hands freeze to the reins. You fall off at least once. You cry the first time, but you stop crying by the second week. Not because you're brave, because crying doesn't make the distance shorter. Because this is what preparing you for womanhood looks like. Teaching a 5-year-old that her comfort doesn't matter, that her fear doesn't matter, that she doesn't matter, except as labor. Your brothers do this too, but they're training to be respected herders. You're not building character. You're being erased, one frozen kilometer at a time. But at least you have education, right? Oh, you do. Mongolian women dominate universities. You have degrees, speak 3 languages, work in offices, and somehow this makes you unmarriageable. You want partnership. Men want obedience. You have degrees. Men have opinions about your degrees. Strong ones, wrong ones. So you download Tinder, swiping past every Mongolian man, hoping some guy in Stockholm will see you as more than livestock. You're too modern for Mongolia, too Mongolian for everywhere else. And somehow, this is your problem to solve. Meanwhile, let's talk about hygiene. You don't bathe for months, not because you're lazy, but because water is sacred. Bathing in rivers is considered an insult to the gods. So you go weeks without washing, brushing dust off your clothes, shaking out lice like you're debugging code. Body odor becomes your signature, like a biological Instagram handle. Tourists wrinkle their noses. You smell like survival, sweat, and sheep. They smell like bath and bodyworks and privilege. Karen with her Patagonia jacket will shower 3 times because she touched a doorknob while you're wearing the same deal for 6 weeks. Water is for drinking, not vanity. Water is for survival, not comfort. You've made peace with this, even if Karen never will. And your diet? Meat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Mutton, beef, horse meat. All boiled, dried, or stewed. Vegetables are a luxury the steppe doesn't grow. Importing kale costs more than your family's monthly income. When someone offers you sheep's eye juice, yes, a whole eyeball floating in broth, you drink it. Because refusing is rude. Because hangovers are real. Because you've learned that survival trumps preference every single time. Welcome to the Mongolian diet, where scurvy is a reasonable concern and vitamin C is a myth. But wait, it gets darker. Let's talk about marriage. You're a teenager, and your father arranges your marriage. You don't marry for love. You marry because your father needs resources. The groom's family brings sugar, tea, and a horse's ankle bone. Romantic, like proposing with a Costco membership. During the ceremony, the groom has to barehandedly split the skull of a cooked sheep. If he fails, everyone mocks him. If he succeeds, congrats. You're married to a guy whose greatest accomplishment is cracking bone with his bare hands. Then they slaughter a chicken and read its liver like a biological tarot card. Big red liver, happy marriage, small pale liver. You're fucked, but you're already married. So good luck navigating a lifetime commitment based on poultry organs. your future, determined by chicken anatomy, your autonomy, sacrificed for sugar and tea, your choice, never even presented as an option. And here's the bonus tradition nobody mentions in the travel documentaries. When your father-in-law dies, the youngest son inherits something. Not the house, not the livestock, the wives. Not his biological mother. That would be weird. Just all the other wives, including potentially you. You marry your husband. Then decades later, you marry his younger brother. Like a family heirloom getting passed down, except the heirloom has feelings and the family doesn't care. You're not a person. You're an inheritance. Like furniture, but with more emotional labor. Like property, but expected to smile about it. And somehow, after all this, people call these fascinating cultural practices. Then there's the economic reality. Mongolia has massive mineral wealth, copper, gold, coal, worth billions. Yet GDP is only $20 billion. The profits go to foreign companies, not to you. So when local mines hire thousands of male workers and law enforcement is non-existent, what happens? An estimated 19,000 Mongolian women are forced into sex work, not because they want to, because survival means selling the only thing the economy values, your body. You work in mining camps where men outnumber women 100 to 1. The mines extract copper and gold. The men extract whatever they want from you. Both are called resource extraction. Only one makes the GDP reports. Only one gets celebrated as progress. Tourism brochures call Mongolia unspoiled and authentic. They mean nobody's built the infrastructure to help you escape. Then there's winter. Minus 40 degrees is normal in Ulaanbaatar, the coldest capital on Earth. You live in a Gare district burning coal because the government hasn't extended heating. The air pollution is so bad you breathe coal dust daily. Your lungs turn black. Your children cough through the night. You wear a mask just to walk outside. Tourists visit in summer, post Instagram photos of authentic nomadic life, and leave before winter hits. They never see this part. They never breathe this air. They never choose between warmth and clean lungs. And after everything, the winters, the offering, the arranged marriages, the sex work, you know what's expected? To keep going. And you do. You wake before dawn, haul water across frozen ground, raise children in a tent you dismantle every season. You teach them survival disguised as childhood. You carry this weight because nobody else will. Because being a Mongolian woman isn't just a culture. It's a subscription you can't cancel. It sucks. Not because you're weak, not because you can't survive, not because you're broken, but because the system treats your body like communal property while calling it tradition. And you live in that contradiction every day. You survive in it, you carry it, quietly.